All right. Can you hear me? Well, it's been an exciting morning.
Yo, that was a mission.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, but we are now recording. Hopefully, listen, we got to give you a fair warning to the viewers because I'm hoping that this battery is not fully charged. We're hoping we got the right AC adapter. If for whatever reason, sometime during the pod it cuts out,
We
then
apologize.
we apologize. But
He got his stuff on Temu or Shine.
no,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
That camera definitely did not come from Temu or Sheen.
Sheen, is that what it is?
Sheen, not Shine.
Sheen, Shine.
It's all right. Hey, the fact that you don't know the name of that, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Never purchased anything off there.
Neither have I. All right, so we're through all the technical difficulties, and we're back. Oh, also,
Last week's episode.
okay, so to the viewers, we recorded a really good pod last week.
Got a little tipsy.
And we got a little tipsy, and we ran a little long on that one. We were long-winded. We went for, I think it was an hour and 30 or an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So today, I got a hard out. He got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So we got a hard out. Pause. So we didn't put one out on Wednesday because for whatever reason, when I was trying to transfer the files and upload, actually it transferred fine. But when I tried to upload it to YouTube, it was telling me that the file was corrupt.
Yeah.
So I wiped the drive, or I wiped the memory card. I'm hoping that it's all right. So if for whatever reason, maybe I'll just buy another one.
Right.
But I didn't have a chance. I think it'll work. I think it's fine. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But I hate when that was a good pod last week too.
It was.
For those, I mean, you guys will not be able to see it now, but we talked about the cheating scandal.
Oh yeah. Now I heard they're digging into the NFL now too.
Now they're supposedly that, which we talked about that too.
Yeah.
I brought that up last week.
Yeah.
That crap that they were pulling with the Chiefs last year.
Oh yeah.
Throwing flags when they shouldn't have, not throwing flags when they should have. Dude ran the ball into the end zone. The punter literally ran the ball to the end zone out the side so that the Houston Texans could cover. If Vegas isn't putting the call in,
Right.
I don't
know who is.
I don't know what's going on.
Is there any honest sports out there left?
I don't.
Baseball, maybe. Ping pong. I've
never heard. I will say that's an interesting question. I've never heard of any cheating or cheating scandals in hockey.
Me either.
Do you?
No.
I mean,
never.
I don't really watch hockey like that.
I used to a long time ago when I was a kid.
But I mean, you would hear about it, right? Like I don't think I've ever heard anything about going on in hockey. Although, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be hard, right? Like you can point shave.
Oh, 100%.
You can smack the puck and make, those are pros, bro. They can put that thing wherever they want.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I think it would be easy for them to smack it, take a shot at, but be off a little to the left or off a little to the right. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I've never heard.
Right.
I've never heard anything in hockey. It's
You
usually
know.
college basketball. Back in the day, you had headache.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Netflix did a really good documentary on that dude for their Untold series.
Yeah.
Man, it was really good. They did a really good one on Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Because that boy was getting to the bag. He was very upset that the college was making all that money off of. This is before the NIL deals.
Right.
So he went out there and got his own bag. Dude, that dude was partying, bro.
Yeah.
That dude was catching. Hey, listen, you tell me what college athlete is catching private planes. Bro, he's catching private jets, flying across the country, right? Signing all the autographs and stuff. That's what they were paying. That's where he was getting paid all the big bucks. Because they couldn't sell it.
Right.
This is before NIL deals.
Right.
So it was all illegal. So people were paying top dollar for autographed merch. And then so he was jet setting on the private jets, going and making a ton of cash, partying on the weekends, going to Vegas, doing all this, and then showing up for the game on Saturday. He said some of the best games that he played, he was hungover. Like there's like literally they show clips of him just balling out, and he was like, I was so hammered that game. Like I was on like the night before that I had been drinking, sniffing, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
he was partying, bro. Like he was partying and showing up. Had some of his best games while he was just hungover. So, anyways,
Anyway,
yeah,
got the intro.
we're back. Yes.
That poor broke bastard. Sorry, I'm a little tired today already.
Did you say probe?
I said,
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm tired.
You know what's on this guy's mind.
Hey, I was
trying to get probed.
listening to.
Hold on. To my left, your guys' right is Johnny, a.k.a. Pasty Legs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm JD, a.k.a. JD No YT, a.k.a. Himothy.
Timothy.
He got a kick out of that one last week, a.k.a. Himothy.
I told everybody at work his new pronoun was Timothy. They just looked at him like he was from Mars and had 3 heads.
They're not knowing. They're not knowing. And we're back with another episode for you guys. We are the Poor Broke Bastards. P-O-U-R. Poor Broke Bastards. Right. So, what's up?
Oh, well, I got a bottle here that
and it's Halloween weekend.
And it is Halloween weekend.
Introduce so we could drink. I'm ready to sit.
Right. There were some questionable costumes that I seen in the neighborhood. Daphne.
Oh, my.
Daphne was
lovely.
Right.
I didn't see anything wrong with that.
I didn't see anything wrong with that at all.
She was grown.
Yeah, grown.
Her dude was there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daphne.
Right.
We could. They'll never probably see this, but we could literally say Daphne that was in such and such neighborhood. She's the only one. She'd be like, "Oh, that's me."
That's me.
Yeah, Daphne was all right in my book.
So, a buddy of mine had me looking for a couple of these bottles, and there's a lot of, I guess, questions. There's a lot of queries about this bottle. So this is a Russell's Reserve 10-year, and it's got a laser etch coat on the bottom of the bottle, and that pertains to when it was made, all that stuff like that. And apparently, there is some sort of article out there with the LLME bottles that Russell's Reserve released a 15-year. The bottles were coded LLME and then somehow put into 10-year bottles. No really proof, whatever, but there's been a lot of speculation that there's a 15-year bourbon in these bottles. So the LLME, and then you got the digit code on the back. So if it's like 200, 600, that means it was made on May 20th, 2024 at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's its bottling date. I'm sorry. So a lot of enthusiasts have been seeking these bottles out. It has led to speculations that LLME bottles contain a higher quality than the standard 10-year. So on this one, you're going to get, some bolt oak and cinnamon, brown sugar, and on the palate, you're going to get rich dark oak with a little bit of butterscotch and some cherry. Another one with cherry and butterscotch. Last week's was really good.
Always.
And you're going to get some spice on the back end. So, I've only found 3 of these bottles. I know people hoard them, collect them, whatever, just because of what was put out about these bottles. I found 3. I bought 2. I wasn't greedy. I wasn't. I wanted to leave one for the next guy. There's a lot of collectors that won't do that, but
that's mighty white of you.
I respect my fellow collectors.
Okay.
They're out there searching.
Absolutely.
Throw them a bone.
Absolutely.
Let them have a bottle. So it took me a while. I sent it out to my buddy Brian. Shout out to my buddy Brian. When I found him, he was like, "Excellent find, excellent."
Oh, so you bought one for you, one for him?
No, I bought both for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you sent him, or you sent him?
I just sent him a text that I found some.
Oh.
So I think he has a few also.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah. So.
All right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Salute.
Oh yeah, there's that cherry. Get that cherry. That up.
Did you hear my stomach?
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot to eat today, so you already know. You already know what's gonna happen.
Hey, first thing I did is I got up this morning. I started doing laundry, cleaned the kitchen. The wife had a massage this morning, and I was cleaning the kitchen, doing laundry. And my brother just left town, so I was getting the guest bedrooms back in order and everything else like that. And then I was like, I'd already been on my second cup of coffee with Bailey's in it, and I was like, you know what? I probably should eat something.
Yeah.
And so I made a chicken burrito real quick and ate that.
We went to I took Isaiah to get his hair cut this morning, and then we had to go to Home Depot and get some stuff. And he was like, well, after we got this haircut, he was like, Dad, I'm hungry.
Right.
I was like, all right. So I took him to McDonald's. So I had a little breakfast sandwich and a hash brown. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. So,
Last weekend, I didn't have much to eat when I got a little tipsy on that.
dude, I'll tell you what, that bottle that you had, that you busted out last week, which unfortunately the viewers won't be able to see because
We'll break it out again. We'll get another one. We'll break it out again.
the file being corrupted. But that was some. It made me cough a couple times. I
Yeah.
was like, man, that thing is stanky. That thing was nice.
Yeah.
It was real nice. This is real nice too.
Oh, this is real nice.
Nice and smooth. Yeah. So, have you ever been to it's not, I understand it's not like an actual liquor store, but Costco has.
Yeah.
Have you been in there before?
So here's the thing. I see all the Costco liquor departments from like California, all over the U.S. They bring one here to Florida, and it sucks.
So the only thing I saw in there, so I did pick up a bottle of Bullet, right? It was and it's a huge bottle for like $46, $47. I got that, and I picked up a bottle of some tequila, but I saw a 15. I think I'm going to go back and get it, and we'll pop it on one of these episodes. It's a 15. They got a 15-year. Oh man, now I don't remember the name. I got a brain fart. I should have took a picture of it, but it's a 15-year-old whiskey. They got it on the shelves. It was like $100 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a 15-year-old. They had some that were $70, $80, $100. I was like, So I might go back there and just maybe we'll do a Costco bourbon episode.
Oh yeah.
We'll try it.
I belong to some Scotch pages on Facebook, and there's some guys out there that will go there and buy their 15-year Scotch. Love it. And
maybe it was a 15-year-old Scotch that they had there. I could have sworn it was instead of bourbon though. Man, I'm trying to. They had another one, green.
They have a bottle of tequila there that I want, but
Which one?
I think it's the Tears of Llorona. And
I didn't see that one.
I've seen a few in a few stores, but I think that's like up there, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So like my brother asked me yesterday before he left. He's like, "Hey, what was that other bottle you were looking for? Up in Boulder, right? Because his shop is up in Boulder." And I'm like, "Well," I said, "I really want a bottle of Widow Jane 15-year," and I said, "Then I'm missing with the Widow Jane Black Opal." I said, "The Black Opal's a 20-year bourbon." I said, "But depending on where you find it, it's anywhere from $400 to $700 a bottle." But so my little brother's like that, though. I would never ask my little brother to do something like that. He just does stuff to do stuff. Kind of like when he brought me the Stranahan Snowflake. I don't even want to know how much he paid for that, because that's the one you got to go to Stranahans right before Black Friday, and I mean there are people camped out for like a week.
Really?
Waiting on a bottle of Snowflake.
Wow.
And one of these times I have it open. There's only been like 2 drinks taken out of it, but I just kind of like keep that bottle put away because it's just something I can't get here. And so those are the things that I like, that he brings me. So I'd like to, he still does straight razor shaves. I'd like to get him a nice straight razor one of these times.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Handmade,
that'd be dope.
Stuff like that. I think, with his name or shop name engraved on it, I think so. So, or his nickname put on there. We really wanted to have him on the show, but he was he was a little pressed for time. Came into town, stayed the night, had to leave for Disney, and then they went on a cruise with a tropical storm out there. Made it back safe.
Thank God.
Stayed another night. We went to breakfast and then we rolled back to the airport.
I wanted to have him on the pod last week because I knew that the subject that I was going to bring up, which we talked about in the intro, was about the mob mixed with the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole cheating scandal. Because I know your brother likes to
gamble.
He likes to put in parlays.
Oh yeah.
As do I.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, kind of wanted to get his feedback on that about, just athletes, point shaving, throwing games. Is Vegas putting a call in for some of these? You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of blatant, but it's too bad he couldn't be on, man. Maybe next time.
Maybe next
I
time.
I wish they lived closer.
Hey, I thought we were gonna have Freddie after that haircut.
He wanted to come on, and I'm like, bro, I just don't. I love Freddie to death, dude. Like, I got mad love for Freddie, but I will roast you.
You're right.
Like, you come on here looking
He
like
ain't
that,
ready. He's
my
not
guy,
ready.
I'm gonna roast you.
Just for a little content. So it was Halloween, and I got called to the back of the paint shop, and was like, "Have you seen Freddie?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No." So I went in the sandbox looking for Freddie, and I walked in, and homeboy had a skullet.
Yeah, he did that. I thought it was. I honestly thought he had done it for a
Costume?
For a costume. I told him, I was like, "What are you coming as?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, and he got like. He was like, bro, he was like, it's just hair, man. He was like, I do this all the time. Like, I do weird stuff with my hair all the time. It's just hair. It's going to grow back. I was
Right.
like, yeah, but in the meantime, you look like an idiot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good,
Hey.
it's not a good look, my guy.
Right.
But he didn't care.
And his sister had no clue. So his sister works in another department, and so I called her over. I said, "Hey, you seen your brother?" And she's like, "No." I said, "Come with me. We go back to the sandbox." And I had her stand off to the side and was like, "Freddie, let me see your hair again." He takes a little beanie off. About that time, I said, "Hey, come here. Look at your brother." And she walked in the door, and she had no clue what she was about to encounter. And she just looked at him and was like, "Why? Why?" And then she called her mom. But I guess her mom already lit into him, too.
Yeah.
And the thing is she wants us to really have him on here so we can roast him. She said she would translate for her parents. And she goes, "You have to put him on." She goes, I literally have to have you guys have him on there just so my mom can watch.
I mean, for the viewers that have been watching since, episode 1.
Right. Freddie's infamous.
Freddie's name's been brought up many times. I don't like to say too many names where we work at, but Freddie's
cool with it.
Yeah, he's cool with it. So, and he is quite the character.
Oh yeah.
So I know some of our viewers work with us, but the ones that don't probably maybe are wondering who this Freddie guy is, and
we will have him on.
we're gonna have him on. We're gonna have him on.
Right.
So update on Dave. So Dave was supposed to be here this weekend. He was going to stay for like 8 days. He was supposed to fly in on Friday, on Halloween, 2 days ago. And plane ticket was bought. He bought his bus ticket, but he couldn't get a ride from somebody told them that they were going to give him a ride, and they ended up welching on the deal. They ended up going to the bar and getting drunk, actually. So he couldn't find a ride to the bus stop. So the bus stop's like almost 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And then he catches the Greyhound and he goes to Chicago, and then he was going to fly out of Chicago.
Oh.
So he got stranded, man. He couldn't get a ride. There was a few people there, but nobody wanted to take him. So he missed it. So he's going to stay out there on the grind. I told him, just at this point, you might as well just grind it out until Thanksgiving. Come back for Thanksgiving. And then I think he might go back out for like a week or two, and then we're trying. But definitely by the end of the year, we're trying to have him here full time.
Right.
I would like to have him here full time by the time that he comes out for Thanksgiving. We're gonna see because he's got to get the truck. He has to have his vehicle when he gets here.
Yeah.
So that's it. So
yeah.
So no Dave again. We will call him though. I talked to him just a minute ago. We will call him. We could probably call him right now. because I wanted to ask you guys some questions. Since it's Halloween weekend, I wanted to ask you guys a couple of things.
Oh yeah. Technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty.
Sorry
my
about
bad.
that.
Sorry about that.
So we should be good to go. We're all Bluetoothed up.
Sir?
Please. And thank you.
Bueno, bueno, bueno.
What up, what up, what up? You're on air, player. So don't say anything that'll incriminate yourself.
Right.
Oh,
I just gave everybody an update. I gave everybody, the viewers, an update that you were supposed to be here.
Right.
And
yeah, we're not
had-
going to discuss that part.
yeah, had technical difficulties. Wasn't able to make it. So, but I told Johnny, I said we'll give him a call. We'll call in. What is up with you? Anything new? Anything exciting? Give us an update.
Any new
Hey man, hey look, I made an assumption, and it made an ass out of me. That's all. We're gonna put it like that, man. I'm even gonna take the blame for it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'll be home but I'm gonna grind it out for 3 more weeks, and then I'm coming home for like 2 weeks.
Hey, if we have any viewers out there that would like to give Dave a ride to the airport, hit us up.
Hey, he didn't even need to get to the airport, bro. He just got to get to the bus stop so he can get to the airport.
My ex told me, hey, listen, when she told me no, Johnny, let me tell you something, bro. I was like, what? When she said no, I just was befuddled. I was like, what did you just say?
But
you take me to the bus stop.
Okay. First off, you asked your ex for something.
Listen, hold on.
Wait. Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Let me speak for my brother. Let's be clear, dog. This is not an ex like a little fling that you knew for a little bit or even a couple year thing. This is this is almost 2 decades, if not longer, that they've been together off and on, and it was a good almost 8 years now, or somewhere around there that he was taking care of her, dog.
Oh.
Like my man was paying the bills, he was getting it done. You know what I'm saying? And just because it didn't work out between the two of them, I feel like there should still be acknowledgement of, you know what, I can still be cordial with this person. I can still be cool with this person. Like, this person took care of me for a long time.
Bro,
like,
I gave her everything, including the dogs. Bruh. And that's the only thing I missed. Hey, Johnny and I truly didn't think I was going to miss my dogs. I missed them motherfuckers, bro.
Well.
So it was, so it's not like...
Yeah, man. Hey, Johnny, let me tell you, man. I let her have everything, dude. Dogs, everything. You know what I mean? Did bits, did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got shit over there that I hella need. Like, I just got my title to my Tahoe. I was like, I got to send that to JD before I lose it. You know what I mean? But, dude, I do get it. You would do that.
I do get it, but I do get it for some people, right? Like, I can understand for some people, like, for instance, my first ex-wife, my only ex-wife, bro, I'm not giving you a ride nowhere. Like, hold on. Like, let's be clear.
Right.
I'll give you a ride to the cliff that you can jump off of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's about
the only ride you get from me, bitch.
I will say this. I have been married 3 times. You know,
Whoa.
Third time's a charm. Third time. I'm still on my 3rd marriage. Been together a while. And first wife, no, same thing. I will give you a ride where you can jump off the cliff. Other than that, I raised the kids. Chick is still on the run. Hasn't paid her child support.
What?
Yeah. They came and locked her up. She fled and went to another state where they couldn't grab her. Oh yeah, I chalk up one for every man in the book that's got to pay. I go. But
my other 2 exes, I wouldn't have a problem giving them ride or helping them out if they needed some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if somebody took care of you for many years, bro, like the least you could do is like give them a ride.
Yeah,
something. I mean,
Like Johnny, she's got to move right now.
Uh-huh.
I gave my dog we have a Boston and a bully. The bully is not. He's hard to get. If you got to move and we're not buying, it's hard for you to get a spot because with insurance and shit.
Right.
So I paid for her to get the service dog. You know, I just gave it to her the day before this shit happened, and then she tells me no. I'm like, bitch, are you serious? Hey, listen, bitch, we way better than that, man. You know what I mean? We supposed to be way better than that, bro. And now it just makes me feel stupid. Like, bitch, I try to do everything to make this shit softer on everybody, and you just like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
But-
with my second wife, you know, there was many years that I just couldn't. I couldn't handle a phone call with her. I didn't want to deal with her. You know, what did I say? Some harsh things. I did say some harsh things, like where she didn't talk to me for 6 months, unless absolutely. And it wasn't even a talk. It was usually a text message to deal with my daughter. But you know, now we can talk cordially. We can talk cordially now. My first wife, I could pass her on the street and wouldn't even recognize her. My wife showed me a picture of her the other day, and I'm like, "Who the hell is that?" She goes, "That's your first wife." I go, "What the hell happened to her?" I said, well, "She looked like a dude now."
what?
Yeah.
She belongs to the streets.
She belong-
Hey, oh yes, hey,
the holler of,
definitely.
hey, she live in the
Definitely.
holler of Tennessee. That's where she be living.
Well, it's kind of pretty up there, but
Well, you know, to each his
other
own.
than that,
All right. So listen, I got a question. It's holiday weekend. Friday was Halloween, right?
yeah.
So I was thinking about best Halloween movies. Give me. What do you got?
Are we talking like horror movies, or are we just talking like holiday movies?
Whatever. I mean, obviously, like everybody thinks Halloween 1, right? Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like actual how
That movie scared the crap out of me when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. Listen, I was a kid. I couldn't even watch. I remember when that used to come on HBO.
Yes.
When you had the little square box that
Yep.
just had a switch on it.
Yep.
Yep.
So, dude, and we used to watch. And I remember every night before my mom would come home, and like it was right around my bedtime, my babysitter we would start that movie, but I would put my heads under the covers when he killed her boyfriend. And that's it. That's all as far as I get through that movie, bro. I've never watched that whole movie all the way through.
So that's crazy that you said that because I thought I was the only one. I was prepared to say that I could honestly say I've never watched that movie all the way through.
Not all the way through.
No.
I do.
So
Right
here's
still.
here's the thing. First of all, I'm not big on scary movies anyways. Yeah, horror movies and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm a funny guy. I'm a
So
funny movie.
you want to know why? It doesn't have anything to do with obviously now I'm an adult. Like before when I was little, yeah, maybe because it was scary.
Right.
But even as an adult, like I'm kind of one of those cats that this might sound ridiculous to some people, but I believe in a transfer of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you shake somebody's hand, like that's a transfer of energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are some people like
You're vibrating, bro.
if I don't know you, I won't shake your hand. I'll give you a pound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might
Yeah.
give you a dap just to be cordial. Like if you introduce me to a buddy of yours and I don't know him, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Boom. Unless I've heard like about this person, you know, like hey, he's a really good dude, whatever.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Then I'll shake somebody's hand like that. But for the most part, it'll just be like. So, but I also believe like what you digest. You know what I'm saying? As far as like if we're talking horror movies, demonic movies, stuff like that. I don't want anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was never big into scary movies.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I've watched tons of scary movies. My kids are all into scary movies. They're you know, it's what me and the kids did, right? My kids love Halloween. They've been to all these scary what do you call those?
Haunted houses.
Haunted houses, sane asylums that are now on tour up in
Yeah, that's
Ohio.
my sister and them, man. My sister and them do
my
that.
kids love all that stuff. The one, you know, Halloween 1 messed me up bad.
Yeah.
Some of the original, like Friday the 13th, those were pretty good. I mean, that get you when you go camping, right? And then Grandma would tell the stories of the Llorona when we would go camping and all that stuff like that would scare the crap out of you.
Friday the 13th was Jason Voorhees, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
But-
Camp. Is that Camp Crystal Lake or
Yeah,
whatever?
Crystal Lake. Yep.
Yeah.
So the one part of Halloween that messed me up is when he killed her boyfriend and he comes swinging out of the closet, dangling by his feet.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
JD. I mean, hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
So look, hey Johnny.
It's not
So
my-
listen, right there, that part. You know when he's outside she's outside when the police are coming.
Yep.
That is the part that I always put my head under the covers. Always.
Yeah.
And I just never come back out, bro. I never seen the rest of that movie, bro.
So we would go to the movie theater, see scary movies with the kids, stuff like that. The movies I don't like are the ones that really make you think are like the biblical movies. Like The Devil Inside Me, that was based on a true story.
Or the entity.
The Entity, that was based on a true story. If you have never seen The Entity, that was that lady who was getting
need to
raped
see
by the
that.
ghost.
Oh man, that was a wild movie. I don't know how they did that
Bro.
either in the movie, but dude, that was wild.
It was, yes.
With the handprints
I've never even
on her
heard of it,
arms and
dog.
shit.
Really?
No.
Dude, that's
Another one that I've
that's
never
crazy.
watched full all the way through that everybody, you know what I mean, is on like classic horror or classic, is The Exorcist. I've seen bits and parts of it. I've seen parts of it. I just never could sit through a whole, like, I'm like, ugh.
So my mom, because I was such a bad kid, made me watch The Exorcist, and she made me watch The Omen.
Because you were bad?
I was bad. And The Omen was Damien, that little kid, right? That was just
Hey, but
pure
you know
evil.
who's worse than him? You know who's worse than him? Malachi
Malachi, yeah.
for Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn. Hey, speaking of Children of the Corn, get this. So my brother that was just here, right? So when he was little, my mom was a single mom, working 2 jobs. And I believe it was close to Halloween. And me and my buddy John hanging outside. Next thing you know, none of the lights on are in the house but the TV. I go in the house, and here is my 4-year-old brother sitting in a recliner watching Children of the Corn in the dark.
Dude,
And
that
I
movie
shared
is so
a
fucking
room with
scary.
that dude.
No.
Dude.
JD, the music in that song.
I'm gonna tell you.
story
I'll
in
tell
that
you guys.
movie,
I'll
oh
tell you
my
guys.
fucking
I'll tell you
God.
guys a funny story here in a minute. But what I was thinking, Halloween movies, like not necessarily horror movies. So like, Ghostbusters was always a good Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
Scary Movie, the comedy, that was always a good Halloween movie. Beetlejuice, classic, good Halloween movie.
My daughters are always big into the, what is it?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
They were always
Yeah.
big into that. They
Yeah,
liked
those
that.
are good Halloween
Those are good
movies.
Halloween
And then I was thinking Halloween songs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
am I playing tricks on me, baby?
Yeah.
No. So remember.
Somebody's always watching me?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Thriller.
Thriller?
Got to be
Yeah.
top 1,
Yeah.
top 2, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Remember the theme song to I think it was Michael Myers or Jason.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then you had DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Back in the day, they had the crap. Now I forgot. Well, they had a Halloween movie too.
Yeah.
But let me tell you a story. You guys are gonna laugh. You guys are gonna laugh because I was not a kid when this happened. I was not a kid. So this had to have been. Hold on, I got to take a sip for this one.
You're missing out on some great
I don't
bourbon,
want to hear
Dave.
about Johnny.
You're missing out on some good
Johnny.
stuff.
Hold on.
So
Before he
good.
tells this story, let me tell you something. Oh, no, go ahead, JD. I'll
So
tell
good.
you after.
So listen.
What is it?
So in 96, 97, right after high school. So I was probably about 18, 19, maybe 20 years old. I used to rent a room out at my buddy's mom's house. And we all lived there. Me, my buddy, and then his mom, and then his mom's boyfriend. Rest in peace, Hector. That boy was a good dude. Anyways, so my buddy's mom and her boyfriend had gone out of town. So it was just me and my boy at the house. Well, on the same street that we lived on, down at the end of the street, he had this little thing that he used to go scam with. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was piping her down. So he was over there. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have the house to myself tonight. I'm gonna get loaded. You know what I mean? Had me some good bud. Went and got me a couple of 40s. This is when I was still drinking 40s, dog. Went and got me a couple of 40s, and I was at the house by myself. Hey, went to Blockbuster. Huh?
Yeah.
Went to Blockbuster
Kids don't know
Video.
nothing about Block.
The new kids don't know nothing about that.
No.
Went and rented a movie. Scream.
Oh yeah.
Number 1, the first one. The OG one, right?
OG, yes.
Bro. My ass gets fucking loaded, right? I drank a 40. I was on my second one. I had already smoked. I was loaded. Popped this movie in. The very beginning of the movie, remember the phone? The girl's at home by herself, and the phone starts ringing, and he's like, "Hello." I was like, "Oh hell no!" Hey dog, I ain't gonna lie. I was looking around.
The rest of the night.
I pushed pause. I got up. I went and locked all the doors. Yo, I made sure the sliding door was locked, homie. I was not playing. I was like, oh, hell no. Because, hey, look, I'm not into those, you know what I mean? But I was like, I just, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm going to scare the shit out of myself tonight, you know what I mean? I'm going to go get this movie. So I was...
Where'd y'all live at, JD?
Huh?
Where'd y'all live at?
This was up off of Buffalo and, Vegas Drive in Buffalo.
Okay.
It was up there, in between Buffalo and Rampart.
All
So we're in some houses over there. So it was pitch black too, and I had the house pitch black, and I was scared shitless, dog. Hey, I scared the fuck out of myself, dog. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh. And then that night ended up turning into some whole other shit. Because look, I'm watching it, right? And then this is when we had landlines. We still, you know what I mean? No cell phones at this point. It's landlines. So I had an actual landline, or she did at the house, and that motherfucker rang. And I was like, oh, fuck no. You know what I mean? Yo. I wasn't trying to answer it. But we had caller ID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I saw who it was, and I saw that it was coming from a girl's house down the street. I picked up the phone. So it was him, and he was like, there's some fools over here trying to start some shit. He was like, come quick. And I was like, bet. I hung the phone up. That's all he had to say. Hung the phone up, ran out the house, bro. No shirt on. I'm in the house by myself. I got no shoes on, no shirt. I got my, you know what I mean? I'm kicking it, scaring the shit out of myself. Ran down the street, busted through the front door, bop, bop, bop. We put tips on them fools, and it was what it was. But I scared the dog shit out of myself that night. I was loaded, and I was watching Scream by myself. And as an adult, I was like 19, 20 years old, dog. Was fucking what? I know.
Hey.
I know. I just admitted that.
Hey,
whoever sees it.
Scary motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, my brother just told me. So you remember the movie The Black Phone? You probably never watched that. You need to watch that. They got a second part coming out. It was about a dude back in like the 70s that was kidnapping kids and killing them and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. So I watched that by myself. And,
you know what else I've never seen? I've never seen none of the It movies.
You know, I've never seen any of the It movies. It just didn't interest me. My aunt read the book.
I read the book.
She said the book was great.
Yeah.
My high schooler loves all of that stuff, bro.
You know, the thing is I really don't care for clowns. It's not that I find them scary. It's just
they scary.
They ain't scary to me. They just like.
Hey, shout out to my cousin Lolo. She hates clowns, bro.
So does my daughter. Hey,
Yo.
my daughter hates my middle daughter. She hates clowns.
That clown is scary for real, dude. That clown is really scary.
So
though.
you know,
And that's a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of people, bro, that don't fuck with clowns.
It's not that I don't.
Yeah.
They're not scary to me. It's just I find them annoying.
Yeah.
I find them
No, I
annoying.
thought there's a couple that's scary. Like the it dude, that motherfucker's scary, bro.
Now, I will say this.
See?
So, you know, when my kids were all in high school, my oldest three, right? The two youngest one, we kind of monitored what they watched, whatnot. The other three, they're all in high school. They're graduating one year after another, and so my oldest three come to me and my ex-wife, and they're like, "Hey, we want to watch a movie, but it's rated R," and I'm like, my parents didn't shelter me at all. They let me listen to whatever music I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
They didn't judge me. Even my dad. My dad was like, if there were certain rated R movies, he would look at it and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you can watch it. Like my first rated R movie was 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
When a girl was in the bar with the pasties on there.
Oh yeah.
In
Classic.
Classic. Yep. So, my dad was like, yeah, no, he can watch that. It's not full nudity. It's just got some pasties on there, whatever, right? So I was not prepared when my kids asked me if they could watch The Devil's Rejects. So I did not know that you needed to see A Night of a Thousand Corpses before you've seen The Devil's Rejects because it ties into that.
That's all. Oh boy, right?
Rob Zombie.
Yep, Rob Zombie.
So the opening scene was almost like B-rated porn, right? Like it was crazy. And I looked at the ex-wife and she was like, look, they're all teenagers. They're all in high school. They all know what sex is, yada, 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 right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna ride this one out and see how it goes.
Hey, yo.
So I'm like, hey.
That motherfucker just said he's going to ride it out.
I like, so,
Right.
then, after it kind of got through that scene, then it kind of mellowed out a little bit. So that kind of tripped me out first because I didn't expect my kids to ask to watch that kind of movie. But all my kids, all of them love scary movies. They will go and watch like the most ridiculous scary movie, and they will sit there and analyze the whole movie. Like they won't shut
Like
the
Nights
fuck
of
up.
the Living Dead, I wasn't never cool with none of that
No,
shit.
right. So probably the one that actually I never seen all the way through though that I until I was in the safety of my own home.
I know what you mean by that. I know exactly what you mean by that. I have a gun right here, but I will shoot you.
Right. So when I was younger, before I left for the military, I had a real bad fear of spiders, right? And me and my buddy Eric, who's kind of like my brother, and he has the same fear of spiders, can't stand spiders. So we thought it would be great therapy to go see Arachnophobia.
Oh, I remember. Oh, you know what?
I remember that movie.
I saw that, but I don't remember it.
So we're making it through the whole movie, like we're in the theater, right? Not the whole movie, but we're in the theater. And when it got to the shower scene where the girl is in the shower and the spider's crawling through, and all of a sudden that long-legged motherfucker jumped off the shower rod onto her motherfucking face, I thought I was gonna puke right there in the theater.
Yeah.
Hey, me and Eric got up. We rolled. We left. I had never seen that movie until I was in the safety of my own home.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't until
That probably really scared you.
it really wasn't until many years later where I was stationed in my home state of Colorado. I was stationed in Fort Carson, and I got bit on the leg by a black widow. And they rushed me to the Army hospital, and I went through all the treatments, and
Was it bad?
Oh, it was bad, dude. I do not recommend that to anybody.
Well, I don't think motherfuckers is going out trying to
No, they ain't
no,
trying
no.
that bullshit.
trying to get bit by a black widow.
Well, in Nevada, where me and JD were locked up, hey, there's a lot of dudes that get bit by brown recluses.
Oh yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That'll
I
just
got
rot your
bit
skin
by a
away.
bone. Yeah,
But-
dude, it doesn't do that, does it? Black widows?
No, that'll kill you.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't until after that once you've been bit, it really didn't have any more effect on me. Now I can kill them.
Right.
Before I couldn't kill them. Now
Right.
it's not a problem. I've been bit, and it's like, you know what? I'm just going to kill you now. Now, however, here in Florida, they got these spiders that look like a crab. Like they're big. Like
You talking about the banana spiders?
no, it's not a banana spider. It's this weird looking little spider, or not a little spider. I mean, you're talking about a 6-inch spider. I mean, he's like that. So,
I ain't seen no bug in Florida that's a
hey,
punk. I
look,
promise
let me
that.
tell you what. This dude fell out of the rafters, hit the floor. I didn't even see him. And one of the line leads that worked for me, he pointed out, he's like, hey, Johnny, look between your feet. So I seen this big ass spider in between my feet. And I looked at him and I was like, and I kind of motioned towards him. This motherfucker posted up on me. He put his hands
Yeah.
up. I was like, bitch, I will hit you with a broom. But I let him be because he eats all the mosquitoes in the place. But it's a big ass spider. I'm not sure what they call them, but they look like a crab almost.
I would have killed it.
Dude,
Oh, bro.
let me tell you something.
I would have
Let
killed
me tell you
it.
something.
Fuck that.
In Florida, dude, they have these banana spiders, dude, out in the woods. And I lived up north, like in Opelika, right outside of Opelika in Crescent City. And bro, what me and my buddy Butch were going to this pond we used to go set try line in, and bro, one of them bit me, bro. I promise you, dude, I've never been bitten by anything that pinched me so hard in my life, bro. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah,
So,
man, I don't do bugs.
so let me
Florida's
ask
not-
you let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Because there's a lot of rumors or speculations that if you get bit by a banana spider, that it makes your junk hard and it won't go down for quite some time.
What? Bring the spider on.
What?
I'm trying to get bit by
Those are the
that
rumors.
spider. The fuck?
What?
That's the rumors.
Who
I
said
never heard
that
that.
shit?
I never
Let me
heard that.
see.
Man, you gotta Google
I
that
gotta
shit.
Google that shit. I heard
Google
that shit before.
Hey, when I
Yeah,
back
that's
home,
wild.
I had to go get my right knee. I had to go to the hospital and get it lanced. They ended up numbing it, lancing it long ways, sideways, and squeezing a bunch of pus out of there. Right. By the time that I had gone to the hospital to get it treated, it was already eating whatever it was eating my flesh away, and you could like see inside like my white
Oh,
meat
hey,
and stuff. Of
was
my
it a
kneecap.
wolf spider?
Well, listen, I don't know, but they said they were like the doctor told me, he was like, "Hey, this isn't necessarily like actual staph infection." He was like, "But it's something like staph infection." He was
Hey.
like, "Most likely you might have got bit by a spider." And I don't recall what kind of spider he said, but it was, bro, my shit was gnarly, dog. You could see all the way inside of my fucking
listen.
my kneecap. And that
My
shit was
friend just got
not
bit by a
fun.
wolf spider. She just got bit by a wolf spider. This is like in the last 2-3 years, dude. And I hadn't seen her in a minute. And then when I seen her, bro, her leg was so like she was missing part of her leg, bro. She goes, dude, I almost died. She would tell me the story. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey.
And then she showed me pictures. I couldn't even look at that shit.
I gotta read this to you, Dave. Side effects of being bit by a banana spider: nausea and vomiting, diarrhea,
Yeah.
sweating, tremors, seizures, respiratory problems, heart palpitations, and
Erections.
I don't even know how to pronounce this word, but prolonged erections in males.
I was a kid. I was
I
like
know
13.
motherfuckers
I
out
don't
there
remember
right
that part.
now.
I'm going, where can I find this said
Where can
banana
I get this
spider?
banana spider? I gotta go get a banana spider. Well,
It said
what's
prolonged.
that banana spider?
Hey, it said
I got
prolonged
some Cialis. I'll show you
erections.
right now.
Prolonged erections in male that may last more than 8 hours.
Yo.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding on the last one, but
Oh,
it does say.
I was like,
but it does,
yo.
hey, but it does say prolonged erections.
Hey, so here's my thing. Let's say you get bit by the banana spider, then you just gonna have hard ass dick, but you're gonna be throwing up on this bitch. You're gonna be you might shit your pants while you fucking, you know what I mean? If you got vomiting, you got fucking diarrhea, heart palpitations, you might fuck around and die and have a heart attack, bro, while you inside some shit.
Right. Hey,
That's
Yo.
wild, bro.
but you going out with a bang.
The cold part is, hey, listen, the cold part is we're laughing about it. Somebody's doing it, bro.
Oh yeah, somebody's
Oh,
definitely.
100%.
Oh, have you ever you ain't ever threw up on a chick?
No.
Like high school, junior high, like I did.
Really?
Bro, I could say her name, but I don't want to put her on blast in case she ever does see this, in case we ever blow up, or in case I clip this and send it out.
Right.
But yeah, dude, this was high school, and she was one of the baddest in the high school, bro. Like she was one of the popular girls. All this, right? And
You're online.
listen, and we were kicking it. We were at my homeboy's house, and his mom was like, "Hey," she was like, "It's getting late. Can you guys, you know what I mean? It's time for everybody to go." So we were like, all right, bet. So we just went outside. We went across the street, and we were all just sitting on the sidewalk. We were just chilling. You know what I mean? I was already drunk, bro. I was already. You gotta remember, in my junior high school days, even after high school, all I did was drink 40s, bro. That's all we drank was 40. We drank Old English and Mickey's.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Mickey's. Whew.
And hey,
I can't
and
even
when
drink an Old English if I wanted to right now,
No.
bro.
hey,
No.
and when they came, we should do a pod where we bring back
Hey.
the 40s, dog.
Hey, remember,
Yeah, not Old English.
hey Dave, when
Fuck
you
Old
make
English,
it back into town,
Yeah.
I have a new board game for the podcast
Oh yeah,
called
yeah.
the.
Hold on, let me
Drinko.
finish. Listen,
Go ahead,
so
go ahead.
I'm
The one
this
you
is
built?
this no, he bought it. This is the first time that me and old girl are like hanging out. Like we knew each other. Like I knew who she was, she knew who I was, and like her friends would tell my friend type thing. Like, oh, she thinks he's cute, like
Now I
that type
wonder
of
if I
shit,
know it.
right? So we were hanging out, we were talking, and it just happened, bro. Like, and here's what's fucked up. I was going in for the kiss. Like I was trying to make the move, and I leaned in. I leaned in, and she like turned and looked at me, and like just for a split second, she started to meet me halfway, and I just luckily
suing you. She's suing you.
I will say luckily I felt it coming up at the last minute, and I kind of backed up, pushed her, and then went to the side. So some did get on her, but it went like on the back of her sweater. You know what I'm saying? But I like just like this at the same time and just and just started blowing chunks, dog, right on the. And she jumped up. She screamed. She was like, "Oh my God, that's fucking gross." I was like, "Oh hell no!" Hey, look. Needless to say, it was a wrap. Hey, that was my one chance with old girl, and I fucking blew chunks on her. And then many years later, my homeboy ended up having kids with her, married her, and then something happened to him. Rest in peace. He's not with us no longer. But yeah, she that could have been me before him.
Yeah.
I had my shot. I shot my shot and
I
fucking
have never,
blew chunks on her.
never. I can honestly.
Oh, her sister was so hot too, bro. Her sister, I won't say last name, her sister Amber, she was so hot. And she was older
When
than
you
us.
went to
bro.
El Dorado, did you know a girl named Nanette?
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Super beautiful, super
Yeah.
pretty. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be in love with that girl at El Dorado.
There-
She went to El Dorado.
I went to a few high schools, but every high school I went to, there were some baddies. I think probably El Dorado though had the most baddies.
I think.
No, absolutely not. Rancho.
No. The ones that I went to. I didn't go to Rancho.
Oh.
No. The three that I
Oh,
went
you
to.
didn't go to the ranch?
I will say.
No, my dad did. All my aunts and uncles
My
did.
baby mom did.
I will say this, that like my first high school, we had like, I belonged to some sort of like class page, for reunions and stuff like that. And I got a friend request one time, and it was one of the girls that I went to school with that had the ugly duckling syndrome. Like, her sister was beautiful, but like
She was not.
Oh, did she turn into a swan later on? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you weren't fucking with her when she was in school?
So let's just say there were some.
Not now.
There
Didn't
was
want
some.
me.
There were some
Back
bikini
then, didn't want me.
photos. I remember that many years ago. This was probably 20 plus years ago. I got a friend request from this girl on one of the classmate pages, and I was like, man, do I remember her? And then I had to really think about it, and I was like, and I was not like that person that was into themselves. I didn't think I was a good looking kid or anything else like that. I mean, I had girlfriends and stuff like that, but yeah, it was one of those ones where she was cool as your friend, something like that. But
Yeah.
then you really didn't look at her like that.
Yeah.
And as an adult,
You were like, damn, I fucked up.
I fucked up. Like,
Hey, you know why? You know why that's funny? Because and when you guys were in high school or whatever you were, and she didn't look, like her sister did or whatever, she probably didn't get the same kind of action.
Right.
It would have probably been easy to bag. You know what I mean?
100%.
And then you might have been able to hold on to that, and then later on she would have turned into the swan. You would have been like, damn.
There, a buddy of mine, he does all. I do all the ancestry stuff and all, family history and whatnot. And I had a buddy who, two of them actually, that found out that they had a kid that they knew nothing about. And
I don't want to talk about that.
right, because my biggest fear is
You
like,
really
I
don't
know,
want to talk about that, nigga.
nah, hey, because let me tell you what, I know a couple girls
Then
that.
he probably got about 5 or 6.
Hey, there's one girl, I don't know what happened to her. She just up and disappeared after the deed happened. Her parents sent her away somewhere. And
I think.
Yeah, he got about 2 or 3.
I think that's a high a possibility for me.
My pops was stationed in Okinawa in the Philippines, back during, the Vietnam days and stuff like that.
Oh, so you might have some brothers and
I
sisters
might have
out
some
there?
brothers.
Yeah, you
Oh, well,
probably do.
let me tell you what.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I got one of those. I got one of those.
Let me tell you what. So, funny story is that so when my parents were married, my mom found out that my dad was living with a girl in Okinawa. So he got a black eye from that one. Mom
socked him?
Mom socked him, like let him have it. And they stayed married.
Your dad's still around?
No, my dad passed back in January, and but it was funny because when he did pass, my parents were already divorced. I found pictures. I got him in the bedroom over there. He got pictures of a girl in the hotel room wearing his sailor hat, saying, "Hey, hope." I had to bring him out. And I'm looking at the date on the picture, and I'm looking at my mom. And I'm like, so my mom was sitting there and said, "Hey, what year did you guys get divorced?" And she popped off with the year. I said, "Well, how come these are from year yada?" She goes, "Your dad was a dog." She goes, your dad was a. She goes, "I don't mean to trample on him." She goes, "But he was all about getting his. He didn't care. He was out."
Hey,
I mean, bro,
let me tell you
wait,
this.
hold on. Go
My
ahead.
dad did that too when he went to Korea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he went to go
hold
see Adi Shi.
Hold on. If you were a female back then,
Yeah.
what war was your dad in? Vietnam?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. First of all, that
I
war,
got-
that war was just fucked up all around, right? Like, what were we doing there? Why were we there? And then the shit that was going on over there, the shit that happened. You know what I mean? Everybody was on drugs. Like, it was some really foul ass shit.
Listen. Let me
If
tell you
you're a
something. Hold on.
female and your husband is stationed in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, I think maybe you might need to give him a pass.
Yeah, you listen.
They went through some shit over there, dog.
This is shit.
Well,
listen,
look.
my dad got some pictures, bro, that will scare the shit out of you.
Hey, your
for
dad was
real.
in Vietnam
Like,
too?
as a grown man. Yeah.
So
I think they might need to get a pass.
but my mom found out that he had a whole apartment, everything. He was living with a girl.
Your dad was living a whole separate life over there.
was.
It's like,
So I may have a brother or sister in Okinawa somewhere.
You gotta understand, bro. So over there, like back in the day too, dude, apartment might have been $50 for a month. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers got apartments and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my dad told me that there was reasons why that they could afford the things that they could afford back in those days for an enlisted guy that didn't make much money.
Yeah.
But they were,
he
told me,
absolutely.
he said on the ship, he goes, they were running slush fund. They were running slush fund from Vietnam back to the U.S. They get paid for it, bringing money, whatever else they need to bring into the U.S. He never disclosed what they brought in, but my dad had he had a brand spanking new '70 Chevelle. Plus we had the '67 Malibu, and then they got rid of those, and then mom had the. God, what did she have after that? Man, I can't remember now. But my mom goes, your father spent most of his money on his cars and drinking, and racing. She goes, we lived on noodles and peanut butter and jelly. She goes, your dad made sure you were always fed. Didn't matter what you had to eat, but you was always fed. But your pop spent a lot of money on alcohol and racing.
it was bean burritos for me, bro. We never had we had an unlimited amount of beans and rice in my house. Beans,
Yeah, we
rice, and
had top ramen
tortillas.
for days.
Hey.
We had beans and top ramen.
Hey, so my little brother was just here, and I you didn't get to meet him because you're still up there. But we were talking
British show
back to the
like that.
the Halloween thing. Let me touch back on that. Me and my brother was talking about the Halloween. Remember we talked to you about it, and we see all these parents taking their kids trick or treating and everything else like that, and I'm like, do you ever remember Mom taking us trick or treating?
No, it was always go ahead, man. Be back by 9. Be back by
Right.
10.
Right.
Whatever the case may be.
Right, and we didn't have these fancy light up buckets or anything. I had a pillowcase. I took a pillowcase.
Yep.
I had a pillowcase, right? And
I had a
me and my
pillowcase,
brother,
man.
we kind of looked at each other, and we was like, "No, I don't remember Mom ever taking us trick or treating. We went out the door with our friends."
Here's the crazy
Yeah.
part about my situation. My scenario was my first Halloween wasn't until 7th grade.
Damn.
So
Dang.
actually, my first anything holiday related or birthday related, I was already in junior high. I was already in 7th grade. The first,
Right.
my mom was Jehovah's Witness since pretty much the time I was born. So they didn't celebrate holidays and birthdays. So
Is
when
she
I was
still Jehovah's Witness?
yeah, oh yeah, to this day she's diehard.
Right.
Yeah. So no holidays, no Christmases, no nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking K through 5th grade. Then I went through some shit in 5th grade, 6th grade, and then in 7th grade, I went to go live with my dad. And then my dad's side of the family, they're all Catholic.
Yeah.
So this whole new life started with dad, and I was introduced to all the holidays, birthdays, Christmases at my grandma's house. Christmas tree with presents.
Yeah.
5-6 feet out from the tree. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a
Yeah.
huge family. Thanksgiving in front of the house playing football with my cousins.
That's
I got introduced to this whole new
That had to be a
world,
life.
dog.
Culture shock.
I was like, what is going on right now? You know what I'm saying? In front of we go to barbecues at my aunt's house. Me and the cousins are playing, football in the front yard. Started riding bikes like crazy. You know what I mean? We were riding bikes from Northtown all the way to the Strip. You know what I mean? And back
Hey, that's a long ride too, bro.
like this is
Let me tell you.
this
Let me tell you.
whole new world I was introduced to as far as holidays, birthdays, and just having a huge family that did shit. You know what I'm saying? Actually started living.
It's a
When
family
I was
life.
in 7th
Hey,
grade, bro.
could you imagine if JD was raised Jehovah's Witness his whole life? He'd be that dude that knocks on your door during the week.
Oh, I used to do that when I was little.
Hey, that he wakes you up from a sleep when
Yeah.
you're a night shift sleeper like me when I was on night shift, and you just want to open the door and punch him in the face.
Bro, 4th
No,
grade.
you know what I asked him?
Bro,
Come in the house and smoke a blunt with me, then we can do that.
4th grade, 5th grade, up until 5th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th. My mom used to make me knock on the doors, dude. She used to make me get ready a whole presentation and knock on the door and say, "Good morning," and whatever. Da, da, da. I don't remember what the spiel was. I was a little kid, but dude, she used to make me do all that, bro. Though inside the watchtowers, there's
yeah.
those weekly studies.
Yes.
And on Sundays, at church, they would do these weekly, they would have people raise their hand, whoever wanted to read a paragraph, of this lesson. It was a lesson, a Q&A lesson. And she used to make me raise my hand, bro, and fucking read the whole fucking nine, bro. I didn't want to do none of that shit. I was just there to hang out with the homies, you know what I mean? Shout out to Gabe Sanchez, Jimmy Washington. I had some David Schwab. I had a set of homies that I used to hang out with. That's the only reason I wanted to be there. I was not trying to do nothing. Hey, and I used to fall asleep during that boring ass shit. My mom,
hey.
I'd
Hey, let me tell
fucking
you something.
catch fucking, bow. I'd fucking swallow teeth, homie.
Hey.
Boom, wake up.
So-
Let me tell you something about that real quick. There's a book called Kingdom of the Cults, okay? And it breaks down every Christian based religion, right? Where it originated, how it started, who started it, what their beliefs were. But and it's really good book because the dude who wrote it really did a good job of not being biased about anything about it. You know what I mean? So he broke it down, but it shows you proof of the Jehovah's Witnesses there were some people that from there that were doing some shady shit, and then it tells you where to go find this shit, like the literature. Like you can go find the literature on this shit. Like this is where he did this, and that's you know what I mean. How the church really got ahead, and then
Oh, I think
dude,
they're
that's
all they
wild.
all have their own agendas.
Yeah,
Being born and raised a Roman Catholic, it's like I assumed the whole. I went to catechism on like I was like
but you know what's crazy
Tuesday,
about
Wednesday
us,
night.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Think about it. Most of the kids I knew, like when I was a kid, my family was Catholic, but then I think it was like at that switch. We were at that switch in life. Like a lot of families switched over from the Catholic because that's when all that they started coming out with all these guys are touching kids. And
Right,
shit.
right. So it's funny that that I was raised that way. My father was raised that way. I mean, my uncle, my dad, altar boys, and my aunt helped. They all would help bring the
That right
sacrament.
there.
Yeah, right. So the thing is like years later, I asked my dad about some of that stuff. Hey, did you ever encounter? He's like, no, we never encountered anything like that. But being raised such strict Roman Catholic, my grandmother went to a convent school. It was very strict, and I assumed the whole world was Catholic. I didn't know that
Yeah,
there was Baptists and
yeah.
Pentecostals and
There's so many.
so many different.
Well, that's where my
And
grandmother went to,
so
Johnny,
I
from
did have
Catholic
some.
to Pentecostal.
I did have some really good friends that lived down the street from me that were Baptist, and they would go to church Sunday morning and did not get home until like Sunday night. Like I'm looking for my friends. I didn't understand. Now the funny thing was is that my stepmother, she was Okinawan. She was a Buddhist. So it was a little strange growing
What?
up. Yes, yes. Being a Catholic, she was a Buddhist, and we had a statue of Buddha in the
Wow.
front room. So like all my Catholic friends would come to the house, they'd be like, "Hey, what's up with the fat bald dude sitting over there?"
Hey, but
Yeah.
Buddhists are. I don't know a ton about Buddhists, but I know Buddhism and Judaism are really, really high, or like big on like kindness and
Oh, she was
you know what I
furthest
mean,
from the
like.
kindness.
Hinduism. I think you meant
Right.
Hinduism.
If she must have
Oh
missed.
yeah, Hinduism. Yeah.
I
I'm
will
sorry.
say
Hinduism, not Judaism.
Yeah.
Hinduism.
I will say this: if that's part of Buddhism, my stepmother missed that section. She did not study that section. Hey, because that chick would hit me with a broomstick handle. She had a broomstick handle she used to beat me with. And
Was that your what you got? My mom used to always. It was a wooden spoon, bro.
oh man,
The
broomstick
wooden
handle.
spoon on the back of the hand.
No, man.
Hold your hand out.
Upside the
It was
head.
Extension cord.
Broomstick
No, my
handle?
dad had an extension cord.
Extension cord, broom,
Hey, so
broom handle.
I got to
Hot
tell you
Wheels
guys something real
racetrack?
quick.
Hurry up, because we got to wrap it up.
Whoa. Hey, yeah, so I got to tell you something real quick. So
You're gay.
I think I got to get a cat, bro.
A cat?
So listen. So the other day when this
Nah,
shit
bro.
happens, right? Listen. Just let me explain this for real. So I'm a dog dude. You know what I'm saying? I love dogs. But my friend, you know what I'm saying? I was over at her house and she has a cat. I'm not against cats. I just ain't never been a cat dude. You know what I'm saying? Always been a dog dude.
Cats are cool though.
Oh, dude, listen, I was hella angry though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like about this missing these flights and shit. Like, dude, I was super angry. Like, JD, I could feel my blood pressure was super, super high.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So motherfucking, I lay down and this cat lays right by my head and he's purring. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I fall asleep and the cat, I wake up, the cat's right there by my head purring, bro. And dude, I'm telling you something. I woke up in the next morning, dude. I was not mad anymore. Like it's like it just went away, right? And then she said something to me. I said, man, that cat was purring by my head. She goes, yeah, they vibrate with you.
Dave, just
But
put a
when she said
vibrator in your
that-
pillow.
No, man. Hey, listen.
Or in your butt.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Or in your butt.
Or in your butt.
Hey, listen.
Make sure it's got one of those LED ones you can control with your phone.
And this really opens the door to something else, like deeper, but like with the vibrating. But
Like what?
dude, I've been watching something like where the whole world is like how that copper wire I got going under my bed, under my mattress, out the window, like that. You know what I mean? To where you're grounded and you're vibrating. with the world, with everything. You know what I mean?
Look,
Like everything's on vibration.
I am highly allergic to cats, and not nothing against any of the cat lovers out there, but I am allergic to cats. Don't like cats. One, cats are evil. Two,
No, no.
they
You know
give
what
me
they are?
problems.
They're the
Hey,
keepers to the underworld, bro.
hey, look. If you want something to vibrate around your neck, like you said, get something, put it in your pillow, or put it in your butt. Either way,
Hey, listen.
you don't need a cat,
Hey,
Dave.
look. But let me tell you something. Hey man, I'm being serious though. Like, so I've been on this whole vibrate thing. Like, that's what
Yo.
got me when she said that. The way she said, yeah, because they vibrate. That's how the cats vibrate. And I was like, hold up, that's what I've been watching for the last 2 weeks. On how vibrations is everything. You know what I mean? Like, even with the military, you janky ass. Like, you know what I mean? Vibrations are.
Well, that's why I
Yeah,
was talking about earlier, like I was talking about the transfer of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah, for sure.
energy definitely transfers from one spot to another. You know what I'm saying? Energy is always, it's nonstop.
Well, that's
You
what
know
they
I'm saying?
say. They say when you should have like I think one thing that my father-in-law has always said was, you show me your friends, you show me your future, right? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you
Shut
should
up.
hey, you should surround yourself, that energy transfer, you should surround yourself with successful people.
Well, yeah. Well, that's they
Absolutely.
always say that successful.
Absolutely.
You hang around
Absolutely.
successful people, you'll be
Yes.
successful. You hang around an alcoholic, chances are you're gonna be an alcoholic.
Hey,
You
yo.
hang around a crackhead, chances are you're gonna be a
Right? Don't be
crackhead.
smoking green,
Right?
man.
You hang around a tweaker, most likely you're gonna be a
You'll be
tweaker.
with Mike
You know what I'm saying?
Tyson on the west side
So
smoking
yeah,
crack.
definitely. You hang around successful people, you're gonna be successful.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. That's why sometimes. That's why sometimes also back to this energy thing. That's why sometimes. I mean, as much as it hurts, sometimes you have to cut people off around you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
the transfer of energy might not be from them, or it could be from people around
Yes.
them that are around them on a
Yes.
daily basis. That is just negative, 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 and that negative energy, it transfers, brother. I'm
it
telling
And that's
you.
why I gotta cut that bitch off, because
Yep.
she around too much negative shit from me, player.
All right, we
Well,
got to wrap it up.
all right.
We got to wrap it
Hey, I'll
up.
talk to you guys later, man. Hey,
Dave,
and hold
hey
on, one
Dave,
thing,
stay
one more
safe,
thing, one
homie.
more thing, one more thing. Hey,
What?
one more thing. Hey,
What?
Shannon, my homegirl Shannon. Hey, man, rest in peace to your mom, man. I'm so sorry, girlfriend. I just had to say that to you. I love you. She watches the pod all the time. I just want to tell her, hey, man, I'm so sorry, girlfriend.
Rest in peace to Shannon's mom.
yep.
Thoughts and
We love
prayers
you,
to the
girlfriend.
family.
Shout
Absolutely.
outs to y'all.
All right,
And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in a couple days.
Dave, be safe out
Be
there.
safe, bud.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'll
Later.
talk to you later, lady.
Yep.
Later.
Later.
All right, we did it.
We did it.
We did it again.
All right.
Y'all, we're out. We're going to get this posted on Wednesday. We're not going to have any more corrupt files. It's going to be good. We're going to give you guys what you're looking for from here on out every week. And I'll see you in a matter of hours.
Yes.
And
At work.
that's it. We did it again. Poor broke bastards. We out.
Peace.